It's time for the ninth theory that governs magic, which is the idea that time and distance mean nothing.
Necronomicon is coming.
So the ninth theory is that time and distance mean nothing. So let's step into science for a second with this kind of thing. Has anyone ever heard of the measurement problem? The fact that when an atom behaves differently when it's alone and when it's observed. And also, there's another thing where they took two individual atoms and they put them next to each other. And my theory is basically they formed a connection with each other, and then they were able to take one and put it like way far away. I believe maybe out in space, but I'm not entirely sure. And when they manipulated one element, it the same kind of thing happened to the other one that was thousands of miles away, a great distance away. The point is that one thing, when affected, can have an effect on something else super far away. So time and distance mean nothing. When it comes to the manipulation of time and stuff, we exist within this one moment that we call the present that constantly changes, and we can't go back in the past and we can't jump ahead in the future, even though we're always traveling into the future. But the way that the past affects us is all of our associations with it, all of our energies that we have tied with it. There's a thing called recapitulation, where you are able to go back into your memories, essentially, in a way, allegorically, go back in time and take the energy away from negative situations, or any situations for that matter, and then that changes the way that you are in the present, because there's no attachment to the past anymore. Now, if time travel becomes a thing, I may have to amend this video, or actually probably would lend some credence to my idea. But magic can affect anything, no matter the distance, because energy itself can just travel so far as it needs to. And if that scientific example that I talked about before has anything to do with the idea that everything is connected, with these two atoms being close to each other, forming an association, and then being far away, and then one being manipulated and the other one changing because of it. Back in the day, when we were all that one singularity, all of our atoms were the one singularity before the Big Bang. That means we were all connected at one point, which is why everything is connected still, because we were all just that one tiny, minuscule, super massive, super dense dot. So we were all within the same space, and then boom, here we are. So I can, or anybody can do a spell to, help someone or cause a change in effect, and anywhere else on this plane, and given the correct intention, the proper belief, and all that stuff, and the correct energy, and the properly executed ritual, it can come to pass, because we have a connection with literally everything around us, and given our proper abilities and our proper execution of magic, we will / should / can be able to manipulate it. That it lends credence to the idea of like clairvoyance, clairaudience, even being able to predict the future. You know, with getting premonitions and things like that. I get those things from time to time, which is another reason why time itself kind of means nothing, because if we are able to tap into that current, into that flow, then we can successfully predict the future. Not to mention the fact that if we execute magic properly, we can create our own futures, how we want the next moments, next years to go, based on our intentions, our beliefs, and our properly executed rituals. So, yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Wait. So anyway, let me know if this makes sense. Talk to me, down in the comments about these theories that I came up with, and stay tuned for the other videos on the theories that are going to come up on the following Fridays at 5. And check out any of my other videos for Necronomicon stuff, magical mechanics, the way that, general magic stuff, any of my random vids. Check out my book, Magical Theater, on Amazon, about where I got distracted by the phone. Where Magical Theater is essentially about the psychology and energetics of magic, how they overlap, how you can understand mentally how magic works to activate things in your mind and out in the world around you. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of that book anyway. And I'm really liking all these videos that I'm cooking up in one day, even though you guys are seeing these over, week after week and stuff. And I think that's my buddy from one of my groups that's messaging me. So I'm gonna get off of this now. I'm gonna check it out, and good hunting.